Today we are exploring the Mill Glen in Tillicoultry. Our walk starts at the Stirling Mills outlet village, where there is a large free car park as well as cafes and toilets. We will head along the Devon Way before heading up to the foothills of the Ochils and along the base of Kirk Craigs. From here we walk up the east side of the glen before returning by the west side, along the River Devon and back to the car park at Stirling Mills. All of the hillfoot villages which line up along the base of the southern edge of the Ochil Hills owe at least part of their development to the textile industry. This is especially true of Tillicoultry, which grew where the Tillicoultry burn emerging from Mill Glen could be harnessed to power woolen mills. The town owes its name to the Scottish Gaelic for hill in the backland. You could assume that the name simply refers to the presence of the Ochils looming high above the settlement. More specifically, some feel it refers to the topography of Mill Glen, which leads into the Ochils before dividing to pass either side of the distinctive hill known as the Law. The origins of the village lie in the area known as Westerton, where the old road to Stirling crossed the Tillicoultry burn. From the early 1700s, Tillicoultry became known for Tillicoultry Serge, though in 1790 it remained a fairly small village. This all changed following the establishment of the first mill in the 1790s, which was rapidly followed by many more. The first mills were water-powered and built close to the burn, but from the 1830s steam-powered mills began to be introduced. These spread steadily southwest down the Tillicoultry burn as prime space was used up. The impact on the town was dramatic. A population which stood at 916 in 1801 had increased to 4,686 in 1850. By 1870 there were 12 mills employing over 2,000 people on 230 power looms and 340 hand looms in Tillicoultry. In addition, there were some 200 handloom weavers making shawls and napkins in the town. But the town has not always been so fortunate. Following a particularly wet summer and torrential rainfall over a 12-hour period, Tillicoultry burn burst its banks on the morning of 28th of August 1877. Flooding was widespread throughout Strathdevon. Both Alloa railway station and Alloa brewery were submerged. Crops were destroyed around Tillabuddy, and there was extensive property damage in Dollar also. The Alloa Advertiser described the rainfall as not simply heavy rain, it was a terrific downpour, persistent, incessant. It fell in bucketfuls. To use our expressive vernacular, it came down like hail water. Workers in the mill to the west side of the burn were trapped in their workplaces, unable to cross Mill Street due to the floodwater. By breakfast time, the houses and shops of High Street were under 3 feet of water. 3 people, the castle mill owner William Hutchison, dyer William Stilley, and Isabel Miller, a young factory worker, were swept away when the bridge on which they were standing collapsed into the floodwaters. The collapse was probably due to the impact of waterborne debris upon the embankment on which the foundation of the bridge stood. Both William Hutchison and Isabel Miller perished in the torrent. However, William Stilley was rescued further downstream. Despite exhaustive searches, Isabel Miller's body was not recovered for several days. It was eventually discovered at Glen Foot, where the burn joins the River Devon.
How can I reach you when you shut me out? While I'm still inside, you know I love you and I have no doubt. The time is on our side. I could help you hold your demons down while you drive them out. If you want to, we can leave this town and take you above the clouds. Seen your heart line, blame it on me, I don't mind. Whatever it is will be fine. Give it to me, I don't mind. Takes a lot to polish every thought, but I won't leave you now. I won't leave you now. So we fell, but we can work it out while we get back up.